doing today? I hope we are ready. Today, I have a presentation for you. Today, we're going to be talking about getting unstuck and how to break through fat loss plateaus. So we're going to go through the presentation where I'm going to teach you how to break through any fitness plateau. Then we're going to get into some Q&A. I hope you're ready. If you are ready, let me know in the comment section. If you are ready for today, let me know in the comment section if you are ready for today's lesson. All right, let me get some lights in here if you're ready. Like today, we are talking about getting unstuck and how to break through a fat loss plateau. So if you've ever been trying to lose body fat and the scale is not moving and you've been stuck at the same weight for a few weeks, a few months, a few years, I need you to pay attention because I'm going to teach you exactly what to do and how to break past any fat loss plateau. I'm a fitness coach. Myself, I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. And now I have clients. And sometimes they get stuck. Sometimes a month will go by and they don't quite make the progress that they want to see. So what I got to do is come in and teach them how to make fat loss happen. Because you can break through any fat loss plateau by utilizing some of the tips I want to give you guys today. So if you are ready, say I am ready. If you are ready for today, put in the comment section that we are ready. If you're ready, let me see you say you're ready. If you can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. Okay, I think we fix the audio up a little bit. Let me fix the audio. 1 second. All right. Let's try it now. That's do better. Let's just test out this audio before we go. Let me fix the audio. 1 second. How about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Let's try it now. That's do better. Let's just test out this audio before we go. 1 second. Let me fix the audio. 1 second. How about now? I don't know. The audio, we having some technical difficulties. I might have, I'm gonna try that. I might have to stop this and start it over. If it sounds clear, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, say yes, it sounds clear. Let me know if it's sounding good or not. Because if it doesn't, I want to fix it up. Okay, I see what's going on. Hold on.
How about now? Now it should sound 1,000 times better. Okay, I think we good now. Hold on. Let's give it a second.
Okay, I see what's going on. Hold on.
How about now? Now it should sound 1,000 times. Okay, here we go. We live. It sounds good now, so let's get to it. All right, let's do this. Let me share my screen for you guys. Okay, today we're talking about getting unstuck, how to break through any fat loss plateau. So, if you are trying to lose body fat and you've hit a plateau, like you have not been losing weight the way you want to be losing weight, I want you to pay attention. I'm going to teach you exactly what to do and how to break through any fat loss plateau. Okay. Fat loss is 100% about eating less calories than we burn. There is no magic diet that we need to follow. If we are stuck, we just simply need to find a way to either eat less calories, burn more calories, or we need to do both. So let me repeat that. If we have been trying to lose weight and we are stuck, we need to find a way to either eat less calories, burn more calories, or do both. That is how we can break through any fat loss plateau. So, I've experimented with a lot of these options I'm about to share with you guys. So, option number 1, fasting. You can do a 24-hour period without eating. So 24 hours, 1 day a week where you eat no food. I tried this out myself, right? It's not as hard as you think it is. You just go 24 hours with no food. Now, why is this beneficial? One, it puts you in a huge calorie deficit. If your steps are high, you're active, and you fast 1 day a week, in that 1 day, you will lose 1 pound of body fat. In that 1 day, you'll lose a pound of body fat. And the other benefits of it is, it sort of trains your mind. It sort of trains your mind that dieting is not that hard, because if you can go 24 hours without eating, it's going to be much easier for you to stick to your meal plan after that. And like I said, this is something that I've tried personally, so it's not that bad. And then when you're done with this fast, it makes it so much easier for you to stick to a regular diet. Because when you compare going 24 hours without eating anything versus you eating food that you might not like, you're going to love the food that you might not like because like it's not you starving. Next, only eat 1 meal a day. OMAD. A lot of people ask me about this. So I gave it a shot. I tried it out. Just eating 1 meal a day. Now, even though the amount of protein you're going to be able to get when you're doing 1 meal a day is not going to be ideal, this is a great strategy for people who are stuck when it comes to fat loss. You just got to make sure that 1 meal a day that you're eating is going to be healthy, right? This is an easy way to put yourself in a huge calorie deficit, eating 1 meal a day. However, when you're doing this, you cannot be snacking on top of that. And yes, you can exercise on that 1 day. You can exercise even if you're doing 1 meal a day, you can exercise. Next, get in 10K to 15K steps a day. How can we get in 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day? Easy. Do 90 minutes of walking every morning and 90 minutes of walking every evening. So in total, if you're doing 3 hours of walking a day, that's an easy way to get in 10 to 15K steps a day. Now, we might not have the time to like dedicate 90 minutes to walk every morning and 90 minutes to walk every evening. So you can get a standing desk and a walking pad. That's literally what I'm on right now. I'm on a walking pad and I have a standing desk. So I'm able to get my steps in all day. And if you notice, I'm on my computer right now. I'm not walking fast. I'm not sweating. This is not strenuous at all. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have 15, 16,000 steps in just because I'm being active. I'm on my feet all day. This makes a huge difference. You getting in 15K steps a day versus you only getting in 3,000 steps a day, that's like you burning an extra 600-700 calories. And we're not even talking about exercise. We're just talking about getting your steps in, just simply walking, all right? This walking pad that I got was like $150. The standing desk is like $150, so very affordable. Now, I just gave you guys some tips on how to break past any fat loss plateau. So let's run it back. Fasting, taking a 24-hour period where you don't eat. That will break, if you do that, you will break past any plateau. I guarantee it. So if you're like, oh, I'm stuck, I can't lose weight, try it out. Try it out. The other thing is you can try doing 1 meal a day. Okay. Now, so let me give you an example of what I did when I tried it. My 1 meal a day, it was some chicken thighs with a little bit of chicken breast, some potatoes, and some vegetables. That's my 1 meal. That was it. No extra snacking, nothing else. That will help you break past a fat loss plateau. 1 meal a day. Next, getting in 10 to 15K steps a day. I literally do this right now. Okay, I get in 10,000 to 15,000 steps every single day, and it turns your body into a fat burning machine because it has you burning more calories. And if you do not have a walking pad and a standing desk, like I'm showing right here, then you need to set aside time in your schedule to get your steps in. This is very important, okay? Before I had the walking pad and the standing desk, I would wake up early, do 90 minutes of walking, and then before I went to bed, I would do 90 minutes of walking in the evening. Try to work on your phone while you're getting your steps in. But getting your steps in is critical. It will help you lose the weight. Okay? So, those are 3 specific things we can do in order to break past a fat loss plateau. We can fast 1 day a week. We can go 24 hours, no food. Next, we can just eat 1 meal a day. You know, it's funny. This sounds crazy. Like it sounds crazy, but like I said, and I never used to recommend this, so I literally tried it out myself. So once again, if you are struggling with losing body fat, you can try fasting. Go 24 hours, no food. You will break past the plateau by doing that. Just make sure when you start eating again, you're not eating junk food. All right, you can't reward yourself with a whole pizza pie the next day. Next, eat 1 meal a day. All right. If you're struggling with your calories, you have no self-control, make a rule for yourself. Only eat 1 meal a day. This is very similar to doing intermittent fasting, where you say, I'm only going to eat my food between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Other than that, I'm not eating. That works very well for a lot of people. Next, get in your steps. You can get in 10 to 15K steps a day. Right? Do your 90 minutes of walking every morning. Do your 90 minutes of walking every evening, or get a standing desk and a walking pad to get more steps in. Now, I'll be honest with you. I never used to be an advocate for fasting and doing 1 meal a day and intermittent fasting because I didn't really care for it. But like I said, a lot of people bring it up. So I had to test out myself, and I did, and I see the benefits of it. So at the end of the day, you got to do what's going to help you be in a calorie deficit, because if you are stuck with your fat loss, you're at a plateau, the only thing you need to do is find a way to eat less calories and burn more calories. And I just gave you 3 ways to do that. You can fast, only eat 1 meal a day, or get a walking pad and get your steps up. Get 10 to 15K steps a day. So if fat loss is your goal, that is the easy way to get it done. All right? Let's move on now. Now we're going to talk about some mindset stuff. Mindset. Number one, if you're trying to lose body fat and build muscle, right? If you're trying to have a transformation, we must delay instant gratification, right? We must delay instant gratification. So I'm about to go to sleep and I'm hungry. If I go to bed hungry now, then in 2 days, I can actually have a guilt-free meal that I enjoy. That means if I delay a small pleasure now, I get a bigger pleasure later. If I delay a small pleasure now, I get a bigger pleasure later. That's what delaying instant gratification means. Let's move on. Delay instant gratification. I'm about to go to sleep and I am hungry. If I go to bed hungry now and I sacrifice now, I will have a 6-pack later. So if I delay a small pleasure now of eating the foods that I like and doing the things that I want to do and drinking what I want to drink, I will get the bigger pleasure later of having a 6-pack and living longer and living healthier and looking better. So we must delay the small pleasures now. I don't care what you want to eat right now. What's the bigger pleasure you're going to get by making the temporary sacrifice right now? Next, delay instant gratification. If I delay a small pleasure now, not everybody can see my screen right now, right? You see it, might look a little chubby, but if we delay the small pleasures now, if we sacrifice, we get the bigger pleasure later. You might be chubby right now. If you delay the instant gratification now, you get a bigger sense of gratification later. If I delay the small pleasure now, I get a bigger pleasure later. Next, I want to talk to you guys about setting your fitness thermostat. Set your fitness thermostat. When you set the thermostat in your house to 70 degrees, then your home will stay at 70 degrees no matter what. You know, in your home, you have a thermostat, you set it to 70 degrees, then no matter what happens, your home is going to be 70 degrees no matter what. So we need to set our fitness thermostat. When you set your fitness thermostat to 190 pounds, right? Let's say that's your goal. You're like, I want to weigh 190 pounds. Like, I must weigh that. That's you setting your fitness thermostat, whatever your goal is. Then you will stay at 190 pounds no matter what. So your fitness thermostat is your standard. Now, when your home is set to 70 degrees, if it gets too hot in your home, it will cool down. If it gets too cold in your home, it will warm up. Same thing with fitness. When your fitness thermostat is set to 190 pounds, if you get too fat, you will be intense and you will trim it down. So let me give you an example. Let's say right now we're out of shape. We're not really that healthy. But let's say there's just a number. You're like, I refuse to see 300 pounds. When you see 300 pounds, you get real intense. You diet, you exercise until you don't see 300 pounds anymore. All right? Now, let's say you weigh 250, but your real goal is 190, but you're kind of comfortable at 250. Let's say you get too comfortable, now you weigh 300 pounds. You're going to be like, okay, no, I got to lose this weight. So you're going to do whatever you got to do to lose that weight and get back down to 250. But your real goal is 190. But you don't care. Like, so you get to 250, you're like, oh, whatever, I'm comfortable. You end up slowing down and you stay at 250. Now, let's say this. If you get too fit and too lean, you will ease up and fatten yourself back up. So let's say right now you're 250 and you go on a intense diet and you get down to 190. So you're feeling good, but you slowly start gaining weight because you get too comfortable. And then you let yourself get back up to 250. That's why setting our fitness thermostat is so important, because people gain weight because they get too comfortable. You must create a new standard for yourself, okay? You must say, 190 is not just a goal for me. 190 is my standard. Like, I must have a six-pack. Anything less than that, I'm not comfortable. That is how you get to your goal and you maintain the results. So, if you set your fitness thermostat to you being in the best shape ever, you will maintain that for the rest of your life. Because even if you gain 5 pounds, you're gonna hate that. You're gonna be like, no, I gotta lose weight. I gotta do whatever I gotta do to lose weight. And then you will lean yourself back out. This makes sense? Okay, that's pretty much what I have for you guys. We just went over how to break past any fat loss plateau. I told you guys 3 tips on how to end up burning more calories and eating less calories. Next, I told you guys how to get your steps up so that you can burn more calories. And then I just gave you guys some mindset hacks to follow. Now, what I want to do now is I want to take some time and go over some strategies and some specific things like a meal plan, cardio plan, and a workout plan that everybody here can follow in order to lose body fat, build muscle, no matter what your goal is. So before I get into that, what I want to do is I want to understand, everybody put in the comment section, tell me, what is your fitness goal? Put in the comment section and tell me, what is your fitness goal? Okay, somebody said have abs. Now, to get abs, all you have to do is lose body fat. And once you lose enough body fat, basically you lose enough weight, you will eventually see your abs. So that's all you got to do. Focus on losing body fat. Even when it comes to doing a body recomp, all that means is we're losing fat and building muscle at the same time. Very simple. Once you hit a plateau, how long should it last and how do I break it? A plateau could last for a few days, honestly. If you utilize the tips that I gave earlier, you can break past the plateau immediately. Lose fat, build muscle at the same time. To lose 15 to 20 pounds. All right. Lose weight, but be strong and healthy. 165 peeled. 278 down to 213 and back up to 243. And now I'm back to being focused on my weight loss. I just find it tough to get to the gym. Okay. My fitness goal is to look good. My overall fitness goal is to be my healthiest self in a banging body. Love it. Is it okay to eat fiber? Yes, it is. Okay, so a lot of us are focused on losing weight. Okay, let's see. Lose 15 pounds by the end of the year. Been stuck at a plateau for the last 4 weeks. Try to go back and listen to this presentation. I gave you guys 3 specific things you can do to break past a plateau if that's what you're struggling with. So now, we have a lot of people whose goal is to lose body fat. A lot of people would like to lose body fat and build muscle. So I'm going to give you guys the 3 things that you need to do in order to lose body fat and build muscle. Are we ready? So this might mean you want to do a body recomp. This might mean you want to lose 15 pounds. You want to lose 30 pounds, 50 pounds. Doesn't matter. All right. I'm going to give you guys specifically what to eat, how much cardio to do, and what workouts you can do. And I'm going to keep it very simple for you guys. Let's get into this. Okay. So this is the meal plan. For your breakfast, you have 2 options. Option number 1 is 2 cups of egg whites with 2 cups of veggies on the side. And the veggies can be spinach, kale, or mixed veggies. Option number 2 is a protein shake. Make that with 2 scoops of protein powder and some unsweetened almond milk. That's breakfast. All right, men and women can do that. You have 2 options: egg whites and veggies, or a protein shake. Very simple. Okay, now, look, if you try to lose weight, if you start eating this for breakfast, you don't got to overcomplicate it. If you want to lose weight, you want to build some muscle at the same time, pick one of these 2 options for your breakfast every day. Either have 2 cups of egg whites and a side of veggies. You can season it good, of course, or you can have a protein shake for your breakfast. Pick one of those if you're trying to lose weight. Next, for your lunch, do 6 to 8 ounces of chicken breast or any lean meat. It could be lean ground beef, lean ground turkey, or some fish, or some steak, etc. But 6 to 8 ounces of a lean protein source, and eat that with vegetables. That should be your lunch every day. If you are trying to lose weight and you're about to eat lunch, you need to have 6 to 8 ounces of a protein source that's lean, shouldn't be greasy or too fatty, and eat that with a side of vegetables. And for your dinner, eat 6 to 8 ounces of a lean protein source. That can be chicken breast, salmon, ground beef, ground turkey, or steak, any lean protein source. If you want to see more options, just Google lean protein source and a whole list will come up. But 6 to 8 ounces of the lean protein source with 2 cups of vegetables and a half a cup of cooked rice to 1 cup of cooked rice, or it can be 100 to 200 grams of sweet potato or regular potatoes. Now, the carbs is going to be optional. I like to have the carbs for dinner for most people because it makes the diet a little bit easier to stick to. That's your dinner. And as a snack, the snack is optional as well too. If you're trying to lose weight super quick, just skip the snack, because in reality, you don't need it. You do not need the snack. If you're trying to lose weight quick, just skip the snack, because like I said, you do not need it. And you got to talk to yourself and like really kind of amp yourself up when it comes to like skipping snacks or not eating the way that we used to eat. Because like we can, you know what's funny? I said this in a video, right? I said human beings are capable of so many great things. You mean to tell me, out of all the things you've been through in life, like skipping a few snacks is going to be the thing that kills you? Of course not. Of course you can skip the snacks. You're going to be hungry for a little while. Who can't deal with a little bit of hunger? But because that's all it takes in order to lose weight. But if you do want to have a snack, you can have a protein bar or a protein shake, or you can have 1 piece of fruit. Okay, so that's the meal plan: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and your snack. Now I'm going to go over some substitutions. So different protein sources. It can be chicken breast, tilapia, salmon, lean ground beef, egg whites, or protein powder. Those are all good protein sources. Your vegetables can be any veggie like broccoli, green beans, kale, spinach, carrots, mixed veggies, etc. Your carbs can be rice, sweet potatoes, quinoa, regular potatoes, oatmeal, all of that good stuff. Just whenever you do the carbs, do it in moderation. And your fat sources, for example, are avocado, olive oil, and nuts. Those are my favorite personally. So I make sure that whenever I'm eating a meal, I have a protein source on the plate and vegetables on the plate. And one time a day, I'll have a little bit of carbs. And every now and then I'll include some healthy fats, like a little bit of avocado, or like I'll cook my food with a little bit of olive oil. You got to be careful though, because if you add too much oil and fats to your food, you're going to add way too many calories to it, and it's not going to be good for fat loss. Okay? Next, let's talk about the cardio. If we're trying to lose weight, we need to get in our cardio. So, do cardio every day. Aim for 60 minutes minimum. 60 minutes of cardio minimum. That can be you walking outside, right? Or walking on a walking pad like I have right here. You can be on the Stairmaster. You can use the bike. You can use the elliptical, but 60 minutes minimum every day if you are trying to lose weight. And even if you're trying to keep the weight off, a lot of us have inactive occupations and inactive jobs. And it's because we're not getting in our steps or doing our cardio. That's why it's so easy for you to gain weight. Because the easiest way to boost the amount of calories your body burns is to start doing 60 minutes of cardio a day. And it's so funny. I hear a lot of people say like, oh, if you build muscle, it makes your body burn more calories. You're not going to burn, one, you're not going to build that much muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to build that much muscle. I think I got to do the numbers on this, but like the amount of extra muscle you will burn just by gaining 10 pounds of pure muscle is not even that much at the end of the day. So, doing cardio will help you Do your cardio, get your steps in. There's a reason why people who are very active, meaning they move around a lot, why they're so lean. Let's see. Matter of fact, and I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna pull that up. How many calories does 10 pounds of muscle burn a day? Okay, so 10 pounds of muscle burns approximately 60 calories per day at rest. So you do all the workouts in the world, and then at the end of the day, your body is burning like 60 to 100 extra calories at the end of the day. It's something, but it's not like, it's not like you're burning 600 extra calories just because you put on 10 pounds of muscle. Now, let's see. How long does it take to build 10 pounds of muscle? Okay, so if you're a beginner, it could take you around 6 months. If you are somebody who's already advanced in the gym, it could take you 2 years to build 10 pounds of muscle. So, you got to work out for like a year just to gain 10 pounds of muscle. And then at the end of it, you're burning like 60 to 100 extra calories a day because of all of that work. It's amazing. Muscle is great. But if you're trying to burn more calories, get your cardio in. Long story short. Next, we're going to talk about a 4-day workout routine that you guys can follow. So I make this very simple. I'm going to give you guys a workout plan to follow. It's very simple. It's 4 days a week. 2 days is lower body. The other 2 days is upper body and core. You're only going to need 2 dumbbells for this program. And I designed it like this because not everybody has access to a gym. So I tried to do my best with like what I had so that everybody could benefit from this. So for each exercise, you're going to be doing 3 sets of 12 reps for it. So on your lower body days, you're going to do goblet squats, meaning you hold a dumbbell right here and you do 3 sets of 12 squats. Next, you're going to do dumbbell lunges. So you hold 2 dumbbells and you're going to do 12 lunges on each leg. Do that for 3 sets. And then finally, you're going to do dumbbell hip thrusts for 3 sets of 12 reps. So just put a dumbbell on your hips and just do your regular hip thrusts with it. 3 sets of 12. Of course, if you really want to put on a lot of muscle, you're going to have to use like a barbell. You're going to have to go heavy. But that's a good start. Next, your upper body and core. You're going to do this twice a week as well too. So you can do either dumbbell bench press if you have dumbbells and a bench, or you can just do push-ups. And you can do 3 sets of that. So you can do 12 reps or as many reps as you want. Just make sure that you are making the muscles work. Next, we have dumbbell rows for the back. So you bend over, you do your rows, 3 sets of 12 reps for that. Then we have dumbbell shoulder presses for 3 sets of 12 reps. Then we have bicep curls for 3 sets of 12. Then tricep extensions for 3 sets of 12. Then leg raises for 3 sets of 12. And that's it for the workout. All right, that's it for the workout, the cardio, and the meal plan. All right, so now let's get into some Q&A. All right. Ask your questions. We're going to get into some Q&A now. First question, is it okay to have a cheat meal once a week? Yes, it is okay to have a cheat meal once a week. Now, I love this question. If I was going to have a cheat meal once a week, there'd be a few rules that I would follow. Let's say it's a cheat day or let's say it's the day where I'm going to have my cheat meal. I might do it like this. It's either I'm just going to do 1 meal a day. So my 1 meal is just going to be that cheat meal, but I'm also going to try to make that cheat meal high protein if I do that. So my last cheat meal, I went to Whataburger. I got 2 burgers and both of them was like double the meat, so double beef, like burgers from Whataburger. And that was my cheat meal. And I had that with a side of potatoes. All right. So I made sure that it was high protein. The other way that I would have a cheat meal is I might do 3 meals a day, but my first meal would just be a protein shake. My second meal would be chicken breast and broccoli. So I'm keeping the calories very low at the beginning of the day. This way, for my last meal, I could eat 1,500 calories in that 1 meal. But the key is the next day, we get right back onto the meal plan. That's the key. All right. Hope that answers your question. Next, do you rest in between each set? Yes, you do. Whenever you're working out, you should be resting. If you're lifting light, you can rest 60 to 90 seconds. If you're in the gym and you're lifting heavy, then you can be resting like 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes if you're lifting really heavy. All right, let's keep it going. Why do I still look bloated even though I eat healthy? Oh, you probably got to keep on losing weight. Somebody said motivation, 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 motivation. There's plenty of things that you can do to motivate yourself, right? What can you do to motivate yourself? I like to listen to a lot of people on YouTube to kind of keep me motivated, but then also, you just got to be real with yourself, Tell you it's like, you better than this. If you're not looking the way that you want to look, you got to I'm better than this. Like, I'm not playing no more. I'm losing this weight. I remember when I first lost weight, I was sick and tired of being fat. I was sick and tired of my clothes fitting me tight, and you could see my man titties through me. Like, I was mad. Like, that's how I was. I was like, I'm better than this. That's how you got to get. You got to get aggressive with yourself and make yourself change. Like, I'm sticking to my meal plan no matter what. You got to get angry, get fed up, and just make it happen, make it work. I thought they say too much cardio causes muscle loss. Is 1 hour a day too much for women? Nah, 1 hour of cardio every day is fine. The way that you're going to stop it, the way you're going to stop yourself from losing muscle is by making sure you eat enough protein and you lift weights and you get enough sleep, and you're going to be fine. Is it possible to lose at least 2 to 3 inches off my waist in a week? No, probably not. I can't talk about inches, but I can talk about pounds. I know for a fact, if you really go hard, you could lose 4 pounds of body fat in a week. If you do 2 hours of cardio every day, you only eat, let's say, like a protein shake for breakfast and then chicken breast and veggies for lunch and dinner, and you lift weights 3 days a week, like, you could lose 4 pounds of body fat in a week. You just can't snack. It's going to be hard, but you can lose 4 pounds a week. And if you do that for a month, guess what? Now you're down 15, 16 pounds. Thank you. Good advice. I have your app as well. Happy to hear that. Is the Stairmaster a good cardio machine to use? Is the Stairmaster a good cardio machine to use? Yes, it is. Definitely fine. I don't even know why I had to think about that. It's just of course the Stairmaster is fine. I don't know. Look, I'm over here thinking about it. That's funny. I am going to see you in 3 months after following your plan. I can't wait. Let's make it happen, Penny. Appreciate you, man of God. Oh, appreciate you too. You have an app? What? Yeah. The name of my app is Better You, Better Society. Better You, Better Society is the name of my app. Now, I also want to let you guys know that I do fitness coaching, right? I do fitness coaching. So I'll help you go from this to this. Like, I'll help you lose 30 pounds in 3 months. That's like my thing. My thing is helping people lose 30 pounds every 3 months. So if you're trying to lose body fat and you want to work with me as your coach, you need somebody to hold you accountable. Comment the word coach in the comment section. Or you can DM me the word coach. Either one, comment coach, or send me a message with the word coach, and I'll help you go from this to this. A lot of body fat to a little bit of body fat. A lot of body fat to less body fat. I love this. Like, I had this portion in the live earlier today where I said this. What I say? I said, if you delay instant gratification, right? So it's thinking, if I delay a small pleasure now, then I get a bigger pleasure later. If I delay a small pleasure now, if I don't eat the fast food, if I don't eat the snacks, if I sacrifice, if I do my cardio even when I'm tired, I get the bigger pleasure later. I get the six pack. I look sexy in my clothes. You know what I'm saying? I get them inches off my waist. My diabetes gets under control. I feel more confident. I look good in anything that I put on. I could lift up my shirt any time and show you my six pack. You know what I'm saying? If we delay getting a small pleasure now, we get a bigger pleasure later. And last night, I had to tell myself that, right? Because we get hungry at night. I'm human. I'm a fitness coach, but I'm human. I'm like, man, I'm kind of hungry. But if I go to bed now, hungry, in a few days, it's going to show in the way I look when I look in the mirror. So that's how you got to talk. You got to remind yourself that the sacrifices you are making right now is not being done in vain. You're making these sacrifices because in a few months, you're going to reap the reward from all the discipline and the work that you're sowing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love it. Oh, you reap what you sow. You sow laziness and gluttony, you will reap fatness. If you sow discipline and hard work and strategy, you will reap a harvest of you looking amazing, you being healthier, you being more confident, you having a stronger mind, you transforming who you are. All right, let's move on to the next question. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, somebody said, bro got a 2-pack. I wish I could I wish I could see this photo. On TikTok you can't. Let me show you guys this. All right, so look. Somebody said, bro got a 2-pack. Now let me tell you guys the thing about genetics, right? No matter how, I'm very lean right here. Like I do not have a lot of body fat on my body. And that's what I got. Those are the abs that I got, right? Now this might help somebody. This might help you. This might help somebody out there. You just got to work with what you got, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have gained so much weight that you're going to have loose skin no matter what. You just got to work with what you got. You're going to have loose skin. It is what it is. You got to make that loose skin look good. I got a 2-pack. I'm going to make my 2-pack look good. I'm going to make sure I got my muscles is looking right. I'm going to have, I'm going to look good with my 2-pack. I'm going to make sure my wife love my 2-pack. You know what I'm saying? You might not have the biggest glutes in the world. You got to work with what you got and make it work for you. But it is funny how people who look, I can't even say that. But yeah, anyway, work with what you got, baby. Make what you got work for you. Oh man, you so lucky. You so lucky. I got to be professional on here. Lulu, ooh, I would flame you, boy. I would flame you. But let's keep it going. Next question. Haters always gonna hate. What's up, bro? How should I eat if I do 2 meals a day? If you're doing 2 meals a day, let me tell you what you should do. For your first meal, you should do 6 to 8 ounces of chicken breast or any meat that you like. Also, have some vegetables on that plate. And optionally, you can have a little bit of potatoes there too. So let's say 100 grams or 200 grams of potatoes. For your second meal, you can eat the same exact thing. So let me give you what I would eat. If I'm just eating 2 meals a day, this is how I would do it. My first meal would be 8 ounces of chicken breast, a side of green beans, and half a sweet potato. My last meal would be 8 ounces of chicken thighs, a side of spinach, and half a baked potato. That's what I would do if I was just eating 2 meals a day. And if I was a woman, instead of it being 8 ounces of the chicken breast, it would be 5 or 6 ounces of the chicken breast. That's what I would eat. All right, let's see. Let's make it happen. What is the best platform to comment my questions? Either one, Roger. It don't matter. I'm looking at all of them. Protein recommendations. Protolite is a good one. Yeah, I'll just give you one. I don't want to give you too many options and confuse you. So Protolite. Jessica asks, what do I have to do to lose 40 to 50 pounds before June 2026? Current weight is 190 pounds. Okay, so let's make this happen. I'm going to give Jessica a full plan. All right, Jessica, I hope you are paying attention. So this is going to be a full plan for you to lose. This is a full plan for you to lose 50 pounds over the next 7 months. Are you ready? Let's get to it. For your breakfast, you're going to do a protein shake every day. 2 scoops of protein powder and sugar-free almond milk. For your lunch, you're going to eat 6 to 8 ounces of chicken breast with a side of vegetables like broccoli or green beans. For your dinner, you're going to do 6 to 8 ounces of ground turkey with a side of vegetables and half a cup of cooked rice. And as a snack, you can have 1 piece of fruit like an orange or an apple. Next, I want you doing 60 minutes of cardio every single day. I recommend you wake up early in the morning and you do your cardio. And then finally, you're going to be lifting weights 4 days a week. 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday, you're going to do your legs. You're going to do squats, lunges, and hip thrusts. The other 2 days, you're going to do your upper body. So you can do push-ups, dumbbell rows, dumbbell shoulder presses, bicep curls, tricep extensions, and leg raises. Now for every exercise, you're just doing 3 sets of 12 reps. Cool? That's a full plan for you. Long story short, you're gonna follow the meal plan, do your cardio every day, and work out 4 days a week. And if you stay consistent with that, you will easily lose 50 pounds over the next 7 months. And if you want a custom plan, and if you need accountability, comment the word coach in the comment section. David bars, are they good? Yes, David protein bars are amazing. What are your thoughts on clear whey protein isolate? I think it's fine. I think it's fine. You a legend, bro. I appreciate that. Love this. Hi, coach. How you doing? Which chicken is the best one to I love. Ooh, these are some good questions. These are some amazing questions. Which chicken is the best chicken to lose weight? Chicken breast, hands down. But you can have chicken wings and you can have chicken thighs and you can have the other parts of the chicken. You can have drumsticks. It's just not going to be as good as chicken breast because chicken breast is just way lower in calories. It's like pure protein. So chicken breast is going to be my best answer if you're trying to lose weight fast as possible. But if you want to lose weight as sustainably as possible, every now and then I would eat the other parts of the chicken. Just make sure you're not frying your food. Let's see. Do you recommend pre-workout powder for the plan you just gave me? I take pre-workout. For years, I didn't take pre-workout, but I just started taking pre-workout again because, like it gives you that energy before you go to the gym. Is the air fryer okay to cook chicken? Yes, the air fryer is perfect to cook your chicken. Oh, my dad's calling me. I'm about to call him back. How can I make low-calorie coffee, please? You can make low-calorie coffee by adding in some stevia instead of sugar. And if you're going to use cream, just use a little bit of the cream. I'm trying to get my belly fat down and grow my booty. Let's run it back. Follow this meal plan exactly as I give it to you right now. For your breakfast, you're going to drink a protein shake. For your lunch and your dinner, you're going to eat chicken breast and vegetables. As a snack, do another protein shake. Next, do 60 minutes of cardio every morning. And then finally, train your legs and your glutes twice a week. Do 3 sets of squats, 3 sets of walking lunges, and 3 sets of hip thrusts. Bang, get started with that, and you're going to be on your way to success. Comment the word coach if you want more help. That's it, simple. Now, I'm giving you guys simple tactics because I don't want to overwhelm you, but if you do what I'm saying, you will see success. And of course, as you learn more, then you can do better and you can, you optimize it. How about cream of rice for losing fat? I'm not even sure what cream of rice is, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. Especially if you do it in moderation. I love this, amazing. Thank you, I appreciate that. I've been told not to lift weights until I lose the weight. I want to go to the gym. Is that true? No. I've been told not to lift weights until I lose the weight. I want to go to the gym. Is that true? No, that's not true. You should lift weights while you're losing the weight because that's going to help you build some muscle while you're losing weight. And a lot of people think that lifting weights is going to make them lose weight slower. It's not. You can only build like 1 pound of muscle a month, just about. But you can lose 10 pounds of fat a month. And the other benefit is you should be trying to get stronger while you're losing the weight. This way, when you finish losing all of the weight that you need to lose, you look better at the end of the day. That you're going to be more built up. You're going to have, your legs are going to be better. The glutes are going to be better. Oh, you subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate that. God bless you. Next question. Which one do you recommend for the first time? Any pre-workout is good. I use one. I don't even know the name of mine. But do not take a full scoop of pre-workout if you are a beginner. You're going to take a quarter of a scoop to assess your tolerance. If you take a full scoop, a pre-workout, the back of your brain is going to itch. What about Greek yogurt and chia seeds? What's your advice? That's fine. Do a cup of Greek yogurt or 2 cups of Greek yogurt, a little bit of chia seeds. That's fine. How do we lose the menopause belly? How do we lose the menopause belly? So let me give you a plan. All right. Now, no matter what it is, no matter what the hormones is going on, no matter your age, and the reason why I say this so adamantly is because like I'm a walking example, meaning I have so many clients that are going through menopause right now, and they all lose weight, right? So losing a menopause belly, we just have to make sure that we put ourselves in a calorie deficit so that we lose body fat. So once we lose enough body fat, we will lose that belly. So how do we eat so that we lose the belly? Let me give you an example. For your breakfast, you can do 2 cups of egg whites and a side of vegetables. For your lunch and your dinner, you can eat 6 ounces of chicken breast or ground turkey with vegetables. And if you want some carbs, do 100 grams of potatoes. So buy a food scale so you can weigh that out. You do that consistently, you're going to lose the belly fat. The hard part is ignoring those cravings when they kick in. That's going to be the hardest part, but you can do it. And if you do it, you lose the belly fat. What's the best pre-workout? Let me see if I can find mine. Y'all want me to go grab the pre-workout, see if I can show you? If you do, let me know. Is this plan going to work for an insulin resistant person? I've had trouble losing weight. Yes, it will work. Yes, it will work. Look, everybody that's insulin resistant, if you going through menopause, if you work with me for a week. Work with me for a week, I'll get you to lose weight. Give me 2 weeks just so that we know that it's real weight loss. Because something, you lose a lot of water when you first start. But just so I know for a fact you could lose weight. Body recomp, calorie surplus, or deficit? Deficit, keep your protein high so that you lose fat and build muscle. What about a person with a sweet tooth? What would you recommend for alternatives? Fruit. I have your plan. I need to stay consistent. Yeah, I mean, that's the hardest part about it. The plan is the easy part. The consistency and the accountability is the hard part. So, thank you. You came to my For You page at the right time, I swear. I'm happy to hear that. How you doing? All right. Can I take pre-workout if I have issues with H or high blood pressure? I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. You might be able to, but I don't want to give you advice like that, and so I'm not sure. Ask your doctor. What do you think of carnivore? I think carnivore is fine. Be more specific, like walk me through some of the meals that you're going to be eating. But for the most part, carnivore is fine. Sometimes fruit won't do the sort of cravings. Any advice? So there's so many. Let's see. There's 2 ways I could go about giving you advice right now. On one hand, I could say, you got to toughen up. The other hand is you could do a protein bar or you could do those protein pastries, but like discipline is going to be the thing that has you having a crazy transformation. You know what I'm saying? Like it's normal. It's normal that fruit is not going to be sweet enough for you. That's normal. It's not like you're like just some anomaly. Fruit isn't sweet enough for me. I don't like, you want me to compare a chocolate chip cookie fresh out the oven compared to an orange? You know what I'm saying? I don't want an orange. I want that chocolate chip cookie. Discipline is the reason why I don't eat the chocolate chip cookies and I eat the fruit instead, even though it tastes disgusting compared to the cookies. So you just gotta weigh what's more important to you. Every now and then, like I'll do a protein bar once in a while, but that's the answer. I have such a hard time eating my protein. Do a protein shake. I don't think I have enough willpower. Look, I have a fitness coach myself. You know what I'm saying? I lost 100 pounds in 6 months myself, and I have a fitness coach. So the people that I've seen have the most success, they get coaches and they get help. How do I get rid of a small bubble gut? You eat the way I told you to eat. You follow that meal plan. You do your cardio. I want to eat hot dogs. I don't know. You can't build fat and burn muscle at the same time. How you can build muscle on a deficit? So you're telling me or you're asking me? If you're telling me, you got the answers. Oh, I don't want to offend you with give you my knowledge. Can I get a meal plan? I have meal plans on my page. If you want a custom plan, then comment the word coach. If you want coaching, I don't do just meal plans. But that's not true. You actually can build muscle while on a deficit. 100%. Let's see. He said deficit and up the protein. Exactly. Is it possible to get rid of belly fat after having a baby? Yes, it is. Of course. Of course. You just got to eat right. All right? Just got to eat right. So I love to do this. Like, I like to put myself in your shoes. So let's say I'm you. I just had a baby. It's funny, I know. Let's say I'm you and I just had a little baby, and I'm trying to, I put in a little bit of body fat. You know, while I was pregnant, I was eating a little bit more, so now I'm trying to lose the weight. Now, what do? The first thing is I get a meal plan for myself, right? I'm making sure this meal plan is going to be high in protein and the calories is going to be low so that I can start losing weight. And I might start with walking. Like, I try to walk 10K steps a day, bare minimum. That's what I'm going to do. So what would my meal plan look like, for example? So for my breakfast, I'll do a cup of egg whites, 2 eggs, side of spinach. For my lunch, I'll do 7 ounces of chicken breast and a side salad with some fat-free dressing. And for my dinner, I'll do 7 ounces of ground turkey, side of broccoli, and some cauliflower. And that's it. Then I'm just going to go to bed. And I know that when I try to go to bed, I'm going to be craving some M&Ms and some cookies and some ice cream and some chips. I know I'm going to be craving that stuff. But I understand that if I sacrifice now, in a few months, I'm going to get rid of all that belly fat. That's it. In a few months, I'm going to get rid of all that belly fat. So that's my thought process. 10K steps a day. I stick to my meal plan, and I just stay disciplined and make good decisions, and I know I'm going to get to where I want to be. Does that make sense? Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. I've seen your TikToks, and I'm going to try your suggestions. You got this, Tiffany. But how long does it take for that water weight to leave the bathroom scale? This is giving stress. Oh, I mean, you could lose water weight. Like, that goes in a few days. Yeah, that goes away in a few days. Appreciate it, bro. I fell off and had too many drinks. Just get right back onto the plan. Is it healthy eating twice a day? That's fine. Is it okay to take collagen while on a fat loss? Yes, it is. How much water to drink? Like half a gallon. I honestly never think about how much water I'm drinking specifically. I just make sure I stay hydrated. Yes, I see your TikToks, and even when you said if you need a meal plan, text coach, and your message got cut off. Do I really need as much protein as I weigh? How much do you weigh? Does it matter how much I burn on the treadmill? Yeah, the more calories you burn, the better. Can I lose about 60 pounds in 3 months just eating meat and veggies? And if I live 6 days and do cardio? You're probably not going to lose 60 pounds in 3 months. Probably not. That's like very intense. You'll probably lose 30 pounds, which is amazing. But you know what? I'm going to lie to you just because I know that if I lie to you, that might motivate you to take action. Yes, you can lose 60 pounds in 2 months if you only eat meat and veggies, lift weights 6 days a week, and do cardio. Now, the reason why I just told you that lie is because I want you to get started. Because I know that if you lose 10 pounds in your first month, you're not going to want to stop. Thank you for the content, info, tips you post all the way from South Africa. Oh, you're very welcome. I hate drinking water, LOL. Yeah, I mean, you can buy electrolytes to make it taste a little bit better. Would you recommend a smoothie? Would I recommend a smoothie? Maybe. It depends. Like, what do you mean? Would I recommend a smoothie? Not really. I don't really recommend smoothies. I like protein shakes, but not really smoothies. Is it true that cheese gives inflammation? I don't really eat cheese, so I couldn't tell you. I've heard for some people it might. How would someone have the discipline to eat that way after eating so horribly for years? Ooh, I love this question. How would someone have the discipline to eat that way after eating so horribly for years? Let's see. This deserves a powerful answer. You simply make the meal plan, you cook all the food in advance, and you just only eat what's in that plan. You also set up your environment so that you don't even need discipline. So you throw away all of the stuff that you know you're not supposed to be eating. Then the final part, or another part rather, is you need to get accountability. You need to be checking in with somebody once or twice a week so that you just have that pressure on you to do what you're supposed to do. That's the best answer I could give you right now. I'm a fitness coach, and I help people do this all the time. Let me show you. Look, this is one of my guys right here. He went from this to this. Let me show you guys on TikTok too. Look, my guy went from this to this, this to this, 3 months. And I got a whole bunch more testimonies I'm about to show you guys. I got a whole bunch more. Oh my goodness, like my guys lose like 12 pounds a month. You know what I'm saying? They're losing 30, 40 pounds every 3 months. You need accountability. You need somebody that's gonna be checking in with you. That's gonna be hard on you. You need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you need to know, like, all right, I've been slacking off. I gotta get it right. Like that accountability, it helps. I'm a coach and I got a coach just because the accountability helps. All right. If y'all want to coach, comment coach in the comment section. That's it. Thank you so much. I love your progress and videos. You're right. I can't do it alone. Yeah, Tara, reach out. Put coach in the comment section. I'll reach out to you after this. Like I said, everybody that wants a coach, comment coach in the comment section. You too, Tara. Like everybody who wants a coach, comment coach in the comment section. I hate exercising at the gym. It gives me anxiety. Can I just do walking? Yeah, if you want. All right, let's keep it going. More questions. Yeah, I see you, Bruce. I see you. I need the account. I got you. Yeah, let me send you guys something right here. I'm going to put a link in the comment section for you guys. Everybody else I'm going to reach out to. Check out the link that I put in the comment section. Check it out after this. I'm going to be wrapping up soon. Is there a special diet for someone who is pre-diabetic? Okay, that's a good question. Let's see. A special diet for somebody who is pre-diabetic. Let me just go back to my meal plan that I had made up. All right, so we got somebody who's a pre-diabetic. They want a special meal plan. So let me give you an example. Now, I'm just going to say the same, just for everybody who's been here, I'm going to say what I always say. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is good for people who are pre-diabetic. Because It's going to stop it from spiking your blood sugar because the protein is high, the fiber is high, the carbs are done in moderation. So let me give you an example. For breakfast, it's 2 cups of egg whites and a side of vegetables. For your lunch, it's 8 ounces of chicken breast and a side of vegetables. For your dinner, it's 8 ounces of chicken breast and a side of vegetables. And you can do half a baked potato with that as well, too. If you want to snack, you can snack on a protein shake or some Greek yogurt or something like that. Simple meal plan for you. Your tips have been life-changing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh, Jermaine sent the GOAT. The first gift you ever sent. Wow. I appreciate that, Jermaine. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. First gift you ever sent was sent to me. That's crazy. All right. I need to lose 30 pounds to go. I need 30 pounds to go. Been going to the gym, but need to eat clean. I've been cheating on the weekend. Okay. Been cheating on the weekend. Just gotta stop cheating on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? When the weekends get here, that's when you just stick to the regular plan. It's simple. You know, that makes me so happy because sometimes from my perspective, I say things so repetitively that it feels like I'm kind of repeating myself a lot. But at the end of the day, it's the truth. Like, it is the truth. And these are the principles that I live by that have helped me lose body fat and transform my own life. This is why, I'm so repetitive with what I say, because I know that if you just do it, you don't need a special answer. You just got to take action with the simple stuff, right? Protein and vegetables. Every plate of food should have protein and vegetables. If you want to lose body fat, protein and vegetables. If you want to keep the fat off after you lost weight, just protein and vegetables. Every plate of food needs to have a meat and vegetables. Season it good. If you get sick and tired of doing one meat, pick another meat, pick another vegetable, but protein and vegetables. That's the easiest way to eat if you want to lose weight. And just be mindful whenever you're going to eat a carb. If you're going to be eating rice and potatoes, be mindful and just eat a little bit of it. If you want to snack, your number one go-to snack should always be fruit. That's just the healthiest way to eat in order to lose body fat and build muscle. And it's simple. Simple. And yes, it is a sacrifice. It's not going to taste that tasty. So you got to prepare yourself in advance. Meal prep your food so it's easy for you to eat these protein and vegetable meals. Make it easy on yourself, because if you do it, it will change your life. If you do it, it will, I guarantee you, if you do this for the next 7 days, you'll lose 3 to 4 pounds. Only eat a protein with vegetables. That can be egg whites and veggies, chicken breast and veggies, ground turkey and veggies, steak and veggies. If you just eat protein and vegetables for the next few days, for the next 7 days, you'll lose 3 to 4 pounds. And if you continue it, you'll continue to lose weight. Very simple. You know what's funny, guys? I actually haven't even eaten today yet. I'm about to get off of here. So, once again, if you want me to help you personally lose the weight, build muscle, hold you accountable. If you want me to personally give you a plan and hold you accountable so that you can drop the body fat and guarantee over the next 3 months, we down 20, 30, or 40 pounds of body fat, comment the word coach in the comment section. Just chicken and veggies. You're going to just eat protein and vegetables the rest of your life. Don't listen to this guy. Enjoy the weekend. Just portion control your weekend. Dieting gave me an ED. You never get back to me. Okay, so somebody said, don't listen to me. Enjoy the weekends. Just portion control things. Okay, well, we'll listen to you instead. Now, if you want real results, you stick to a protein source and you eat that with vegetables. That makes fat loss very simple. Now, to be honest, if you know how to count calories, right, and you know how to make sure that you stay in a calorie deficit, then you will make steady progress with your weight loss. But if that is complicated and if that is difficult for you, a rule to follow is to make sure that you are sticking to a protein source and vegetable for every single meal. When I am just thinking about what to eat, and I don't even have to track calories. I just make sure on the plate I got a protein source and I have some vegetables. And it does not have to be just chicken and broccoli. There's 1,000 protein sources out there. It could be chicken thighs. It could be ground turkey, ground beef. It can be steak. It can be salmon, tilapia, cod, shrimp, egg whites, eggs. You can do broccoli, salad. There's so many different combinations that you can do. So many different seasonings that you can use. So many different sauces that you can use to make these meals taste good, make them fun, make them exciting. Now, if you telling me like, hey, Coach Sam, I'm hold on, let me start this over. If you tell me, hey, Coach Sam, I want to lose 10 to 15 pounds guaranteed over the next 30 days, what should I eat? I'm going to tell you, eat egg whites and spinach for breakfast, eat chicken breast and vegetables for lunch, eat chicken breast and vegetables for dinner, nothing else. Right? If you want to lose 10 to 15 pounds guaranteed over the next 30 days, you got to be strict. Now, if you want to lose 4 to 6 pounds over the next month, then by all means, be flexible. But if you want drastic results, then the meal plan is going to have to be drastic. Is it possible to lose muscle unintentionally while trying to lose fat and build and maintain muscle? So, the bigger the calorie deficit, the more muscle you're going to lose. So if you tell me you're trying to lose 15 pounds in a month, you're going to lose a little bit of muscle. Maybe. If you're really, really heavy, then you're not going to lose any muscle. If you're like 300 pounds, you got 100 pounds to lose, you'll be fine. So it depends on how quickly you're trying to see progress. What about rice? So this is my rule whenever it comes to rice. I like to do like a half a cup of cooked rice, like 1 to 2 meals a day. So basically, just eat a little bit of carbs. I can't give you a scientific rule to follow because ultimately you just got to count calories. But if I had to give you something simple, just eat a little bit of carbs, a little bit of potatoes, a little bit of rice, a little bit of bread. I just said how to lose 15 pounds in a month. How many grams of protein per day? I'm 5'8", and I weigh 188. Do 100. Well, are you man or woman? Man or woman? KB. Okay. KB Esquire. Is that what does that mean? You're a lawyer? And what's your goal weight? What's your goal weight? Okay, you are a lawyer. Okay, makes sense. What's your goal weight though? 170. So eat 170 grams of protein. This is some diet orange soda. This is diet orange soda for everybody who wants to know. Now, the reason why I'm drinking it is because it is 0 calories. 0 calories. Now, I drink plenty of water as well, too, right? Drink your water. But a little bit of 0 calorie orange soda never hurt anybody. Alcohol and fat loss. The less you drink, the better. That has red 40. You know what's funny? Somebody commented that this has the red 40. Let me look it up. Let's look. It does have red 40. But the crazy thing is, and this might sound bad, I don't care. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do not care. Yeah, that's like, and let me give you guys like some perspective on this. If we have a guy who eats McDonald's every morning, who drinks 2 liters of soda every day, and he smokes cigarettes, and he drinks alcohol every day, he's eating a lot of snacks, and he's 150 pounds overweight, And then you take this guy, right? Let me use me, for example. Forget the hypothetical guy. Let me use myself. You got the old me. I used to go to McDonald's 3 times a day. I would order 2 McChickens, a large fry, chocolate chip cookies, and a sweet tea. I would eat that 3 times a day. 260 pounds. I'm overweight, heavy, sweating, unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? Used to drink at the time too, right? Super unhealthy. And then you take this guy, and now all he eats is proteins like chicken breasts and vegetables and baked potatoes cooked in the air fryer. And he has a protein shake occasionally. And occasionally he has a diet soda. Like, I don't care about the Red 40. One day I might, but right now I don't. Yeah. How much is 170 grams of protein? It's a lot. 170 grams per day. No wonder I'm skinny fat, LOL, but I'm following your lead. What's your ideal weight? So you might not need 170, depending. Like, let me ask you this, KB Esquire. If you had a 6-pack right now, how much would you weigh? Oh, I think Taj is in here. What up, Taj? Someone said everything is bad for you if you have enough of it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm gonna log off soon. So before I go, let's get into some coaching calls. So if you want to come up, you can. Yeah, let's see. Hello, my name is Chris. I'm 41. Should I jump on TRT? Will that make a difference? I I don't really know. Um, so just to be clear, I have no experience with, like, I don't know. Now, my thoughts just as like a fellow human being is, if your testosterone is really low, then, if you're considering doing testosterone replacement therapy, then you probably should talk to your doctor about it. Okay? Where is that? You're welcome, Chris. All right, let's do some calls so you can request to come up. If you're on TikTok, just request to come up. I'll let you up. If you are here on, what is this? If you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio and you can come up. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, I'm going to drop the link right here in the comment section. I'm going to do 2 conversations, and then that is it for today. So I just put the link in the comment section. It is right here. All right, that's StreamYard link. You should see it. How long until you see real results? I mean, you can see results in a month. I got a crazy transformation I'm going to show y'all in a second. My guy lost 12 pounds in 30 days. So you can see results immediately if you really go hard. Hey, what's going on?
You right, bro?
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah. I've just jumped on Retta, innit? You know what Retta is, innit?
Say it again. You said red? Say it again.
Retta.
You talking about like it's like a peptide?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard of it. What's up?
Yeah, so what do you think of it?
I have no idea. What's your goal?
Okay. To lose weight, build muscle.
Okay, so the peptide will probably help you. Like I said, I literally have no idea. I've never done it. Don't know much about it. But what else are you doing? Are you dieting? You exercising? Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, if you dieting, you're
97
exercising.
kg.
If you dieting and you're exercising, you good. You're gonna be losing weight. So everything should be all good, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, man.
How long would you expect someone to like see the change in their body?
You should be weighing yourself every day, right? You'll see weight loss on the scale within like 3 days. Now, to see your body actually changing, like in your photos, if you are strict, you'll see differences in 4 weeks. You could see like a difference, like a real difference in 4 weeks.
Okay, yeah. That's about it, bro.
You kind of breaking up. I can't hear you.
I just wanted to say, keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing. I see your videos on YouTube a lot.
I appreciate that for
I'm from
real.
the UK.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name?
Josh.
I appreciate that, Josh, for real. Thank you.
Good speaking to you, bro.
All right, man. All right, we good. Who else is coming up? We have Miss Queen. Miss Queen. How are you, Miss Queen?
Hello. Oh, let me pause my TV so nothing echoes. So, with the algorithm and my lifestyle, you just keep popping up on the feed. So, kudos to you. Okay, so it's two things. I go to the gym literally probably 5 times out of the week. Do I lift weights? No. I'm a cardio. I'm kind of curvy. I'm having this thing because I did have surgery. I had a BBL, had a tummy tuck, I had lipo. I pretty much had everything done. Of course, my fat has been moved. There's no fat in the stomach area, just a little bit. But mostly my fat goes to my arms naturally and my thighs. I go to the gym consistently. I'm a gym junkie. I love to be in the gym. Now, the other part that I'm having, and I think you're going to answer this question for me, I do cardio. I don't mind doing cardio, but I think when I'm in the gym, I'm not really giving my full effort. Now, I'm 35, mama 3. The goal weight that I would like to be is like 180. With my height, I'm 5'5". I can carry on more weight, and it doesn't look like it. So I don't want to get too small, but I want to get under the 2s. For myself, I guess the question is to shed the weight naturally. And I think this the issue that I also have is when I'm going into a detox mode, when I block out sugar and carbs is so bad for me, and the alcohol. I try my best to like drink on the weekend, but it doesn't sometimes happen because I have kids and I get stressed and I like to have a drink. And I think the sugar from the alcohol, and I know there's alterations that I can do, with me just doing just strictly, like you said, chicken and vegetables, protein, chicken and vegetables. I want to just naturally just get to the 40 pounds. I'll be happy if I slowly migrate me with 25. So with everything, me going to the gym, I pretty much know what to do, but I'm not giving my effort. And plus fat has been moved. What would be a good recommendation for myself?
Okay. So right now, what you weigh? 220?
Actually 223.
Okay. So lose 40 pounds basically. So you want to weigh 183.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that.
Okay. So let's just focus on the weight loss for now, right? Just to make it simple. You going to the gym 5 days a week and doing cardio is fine. That's not going to hurt you. That's fine. Now, you just keep doing what you're doing on that front. The biggest change is going to come from the lifestyle habits, like the eating and the drinking on the weekend. So I want you to think about this, right? If we get on a meal plan and we stick to it consistently 7 days a week, and for now, like just for the next 2 months, we put a pause on the drinking. Next 2 months, you could be down 25 pounds. Then after that, you can start drinking in moderation. You can start having a little bit of snacks in moderation. If once you lose the 25 pounds and you just want to kind of maintain. But you just got to make a temporary sacrifice where we get on the meal plan, no drinking, just for a little bit, a few months. If we do that consistently, we'll get to the goal. Does that make sense?
Yes. And I know that once you're in the process of being consistent, it starts to, the weight starts to shed. And then I started doing that. I've been consistent. And then as soon as I've had, like, I have to stay away from carbs and sugar. Carbs do me so wrong, and I love it. But I'm just like, I was watching your video earlier. My sister wants to go to Papados, and I already told myself, okay, I already started my water intake, and I already told myself, okay, I try to pump a lot of water before 12, and if I drink anything, sugar or whatever, it's after 12.
Well, just to be clear, just to be clear, you drinking a lot of water does not, minus the calories that you eat. So.
No, I know, but that's just something personal for me because I feel
Okay.
like if I don't start the day drinking water, I don't drink it as much.
Okay.
So that's just, just a little.
Okay, yeah. Just wanted to be clear on that,
Yeah, no.
All right.
No, of course not. But I told myself, I found the dinner. I normally get this pasta with shrimp and sausages and then just bread. I'm like, no, I'm gonna get the Atlantic salmon. It comes with dirty rice, and I already told myself, okay, I don't want the rice. I'm gonna try to see if they can give me veggies. Boom. And I love vegetables. I love steamed vegetables. I can eat that every day. So some people, like, when they go to changing up their meal habits and eating, that's one thing that I don't have a problem with, sticking to the veggies parts of it. Actual cooked vegetables, not carbohydrates or whatever. But that's just my only goal. I feel like if I be consistent of
Yeah.
that.
So look, hold on. Let me butt in for a second. So you said something. You said your sister wants to go where? Is that a restaurant?
Yeah, so I'm in Texas. I don't know where you at.
Oh, I'm in Texas too.
Oh, Papados.
What is that? Well, I mean, I just moved to Texas. I'm from New York. I've been there like
So
8
you're
days.
not from here.
Yeah.
So there's Papados is a seafood restaurant. So it's like pretty much all seafood. So it's like a chain restaurant. So they have Papacitos, they have Papados, and Papa's Barbecue. So it's just a chain restaurant. That's all it is.
Okay. So with that being said, right? If I'm you and I know what my goal is, it's not even going to be a thought. It's like I know I'm going to get my salmon and my vegetables because I'm trying to lose, like 40 pounds over the next 4 to 5 months. So it can't be like an option. It can't be like a negotiation. It has to be it's like, imagine you're a soldier. It's like, these are my orders. I must do this every day. Like, it can't be, it can't be like wishy-washy, because then you're going to say, oh, I can get the dirty rice. I can do the pasta a little. No, I'm going to stick to the plan. That's what's going to lead you to being successful. People that kind of have one foot in, one foot out, they don't really lose weight. These are the people that say, oh, I eat healthy, but I'm stuck. You're stuck for a reason.
Yeah, I just need to just put it in action and just like get that thought process out my head, because it's so convenient, it's so available, it's so easy to say yes and then just put the food in your mouth. And I mean, for my weight, for my age, I still look good. But
Don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Once you start getting into like, well, I don't look that bad, then we start making it easy for us to kind of slip up a little bit. Like I'm sure you don't look like horrible, but for the purpose of what we're trying to achieve, that line of thinking, it don't help us. That just makes it easy for us to compromise. Well, I ain't that bad. I could be satisfied. You got to set a bigger standard for yourself. 180.
Do you have a meal planner, like a meal calendar or something like that?
I mean, all the videos I do is like meal plans. I do coaching if that's what you want, but that's not like just a meal plan. That's like full blown coaching. But if you go on my page, you'll see plenty of like meal plan videos and options. Like over the last 2 days, I posted a few.
Oh, one more thing, because I know you did a video of Costco, what to pick up. I don't have a Costco's card. I have a Sam's card. Can you do a video for that, like pickups?
Do they have Sam's in Texas? I'm in Frisco.
Oh my God, you're close by me. Are you serious? Okay, so you're close. Okay, so
But-
you're new to the area. Okay,
so
so
this-
you're new to this area.
Yeah, there's a Frisco around here, right? There's a Sam's Club around here, right?
So we have Sam's, we have we have Sam's, we have Costco.
Okay.
Okay, you should probably do it like a pop-up type of thing because there's a lot of people in the area that loves like workout things, and it's been like a thing in the area. Yeah, so I stay in the area.
Cool. So I'll do that. You
Yeah,
good?
do a
Sit.
pop-up
Yeah.
like something like that.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'll do a video where like we Instacart stuff from Sam's Club, and then I'll do the video that way. I think that'd be
Yeah,
that'd be helpful. All right, so I'll probably do
absolutely.
that tomorrow or something.
Okay. Well, thank you for the tips. Welcome to Texas, and I will just be disciplined.
You got this.
I know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.
All right, we got JYN, and then we got what's this guy's name? David. So David, you're next. I'm not sure who came up first, but let's do. Hello, JYN. How you doing?
Hi.
Hello.
So I had a baby a year ago. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so I had a baby a year ago. Before I had a baby, I was 150. Um, and now I weigh 175. I'm just trying to get back to that 150, or you know.
Okay. Congratulations. You had a boy or
Thank
girl?
you. I had a girl.
Oh, it's adorable. Okay, congratulations. So we want to lose 25 pounds. What are we currently doing to lose the 25 pounds?
I consistently watch your videos, so I stick to my meat and vegetables. But my problem is snacking. I like to snack.
Okay.
So
What
the
time of day?
chips, I threw away. The sodas, I switched into sparkling water. Um, Sometimes I do boiled eggs and turkey bacon in the mornings. But my problem is snacking.
Okay.
Like I can't just like I guess it's a bored thing. When I'm bored, I like to snack.
Yeah. You see how mental this is? It's not even like what to do. It's just it's the mental side of it. So
Yes.
over the last 2 days, were you snacking for the last 2 days?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how did you snack? Do you have like the snacks in your home? Like, why do you have access to snacks?
Cause I have a baby. um, so I try to like do the fruit for snacking,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's like you said, it's like a mental thing. I guess I'll be bored. So yeah, I just be snacking. It's not good, but I'm being truthful. I'm being honest.
Okay. So you know what I just did? I did an experiment, right? I did like a 24-hour fast a few weeks ago, right? Whole day just ate zero, just to see what it would be like to like not eat food. And what I found with that is like that was a really, I think everybody should do that because if you can go a full day without eating, then it just makes like not snacking seem so much more just like easier, right?
Okay.
I mean, it sounds crazy, right? Go full day without eating, but and I did it just to test it out, and it's empowering because you realize like, wow, like I don't have to snack right now. I'm not even hungry. So let me ask you this: what time of day do you normally snack?
So I wake up in the morning. I'll do boiled eggs. I try to stay off the oatmeal because I know that puts on me instead of good. Probably like at night.
Okay, what time?
Like late night.
Okay, so the first thing is try to only like try to make sure we only leaving the snacking for late night, right? So throughout the day, make sure like I'm not gonna snack. Like I'm not gonna snack. If you want something to munch on, like I drink diet soda instead. Like I'll crack open a can of some diet soda instead of snacking, right? But
Okay.
we're not gonna snack throughout the day. Now, when it gets to nighttime, after we eat our dinner, I know sometimes we like the sweet snacks, we want the savory stuff, but just go to bed. And we take it one day at a time. I promise you, if that one change alone will solve everything. It's not another meal plan you need. It's just when we hungry late at night, we just force ourselves to go to bed hungry. That's it. If you do it for 3 days straight, you're gonna step on the scale. You're gonna be like, oh my goodness, like I'm down 2.5 pounds. Like it's crazy.
Okay. Okay. So another question. So workouts. I don't really get to like. I be busy with my baby. I be playing with her. So I don't really get to go to the gym.
Yeah, walking is fine. Look, I got a walking pad that like, I was using this the whole time. Um, Now you can do some like squats and lunges, and you can keep it very simple in the beginning. So let me give you an example. Right. So all you need is like 8 minutes. So you just do 10 squats. Right. You set a timer for 30 seconds. You do 10 more squats. Set a timer for 30 seconds. Do 10 more squats. All right. And then you set a timer for 30 seconds. Then you do 10 lunges. One, two, all the way up to 10. 30 seconds. Do it again. Rest again. Do it again. And that right there is a workout. You could do something like that like 3-4 days a week just to get started. And once you feel better with that, then you can start wearing the weighted vest while you do it. Then you could buy some dumbbells while you do it. But you can start small and just stay consistent with that because that's so much better than doing nothing.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. All right, let's see. Oh, I don't know if you were saying something else. I'm sorry. Okay, let us see who is next. Man, we got David. Let's bring you up. Let's kind of go a little bit quicker with this. How you doing, David?
Hey, what's up, champ? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Oh, you got a lot of energy. I love it.
This is my second time talking with you. The first time was about a month ago. I follow your plan as much as I can. I say about 90%. I do a HIIT routine of 45 minutes for about 5 days a week, and I do some running about 3 times a week, maybe 2 to 5 miles, depending. I'm a GLP user. I've dropped from 340 to 250, which was my goal. But I've been at this stall that I can't break for like the last 2 months, and my weight just fluctuates between like 10 pounds. Is that just, water weight? And it seems like I can't really, every time I see that scale hit the bottom, like I'll go 249. It already, the next day will jump back up to like 259, you know what I mean? Like a whole, and I just really don't get that for some odd reason. I'm not doing measurements yet. I think I should start doing measurements instead of looking at the scale every day. But like I said, 90% I'm following your routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as eating and stuff, just chicken, vegetables. I mean, I've been stuck on chicken and vegetables, and my family hates me for it. But I'm doing it proudly. You know what I mean? And I'm not tired of it, and I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really snack too much. If I do snack, it's a handful because I work early and I go to bed early. When I do snack, it's just really a handful of some sweet cereal. You know what I mean? Not a bowl. Just a hand. Just a. I walk by the kitchen. I got a handful of Captain Crunch or something. You know what I mean? Nothing major. You know what I mean? Nothing like I'm just indulging in some sweets or anything like that.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you. Let me ask you, David. Hold on. So, when you lose the weight and you see that you hit a new low, like 249, that next day when you see that spike, is it because like you're eating more after that?
No, my diet's the same.
Okay.
Like I just don't get it. You know what I mean? And I'll do that routine for about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I'll see it go up. I'll see it go down, and then finally it kind of hits like a low. I'll be 253. You know what I mean? Or it'll stay consistent at nighttime at 253. When I weigh myself in the morning time, that's when it's really my lowest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I see the 249. I'm like, man, I beat my goal. But then the next day, it's like this. It like goes up. You know what I mean? I do a 2-scoop protein shake in the morning time. I do chicken salad at lunch. I told you last time that I really don't have a microwave, so I turn my chicken into salads. And then I do the same thing, just chicken and vegetables, a bag of vegetables. You know what I mean? At night, I just don't get it, bro. You know what I mean? I thought the running would kind of break my fast. You know what I mean? Or not my fast, but my stall.
So let me ask you this.
And
Over the last 2 months that you've been stuck, overall, when you weigh yourself, are you still seeing it kind of trend down even a little bit?
trend down, yes.
Okay. So that's good. Yeah.
I do, but I feel like I'm putting in. I want to see a.
No. You can't. You can't. Yeah. That's the reason why it's like, man, you lost almost how much you lost? Like 100 pounds?
I lost about 80.
Yeah, man. Like, no, just stay consistent. Just going slow and steady. Slow and steady. You don't gotta just stay steady. Stay steady with it.
And those HIIT routines, when you say strength, when you say weight training, are the HIIT routines? I think I asked you this question before, just in a comment. But are those HIIT routines
They're fine.
efficient?
They're fine. Yeah, they're fine. Um, it's not so. Are you gonna which one is gonna build more muscle? Is you in the gym lifting heavy? Yeah, but you could build some muscle doing hit. There are plenty of guys that do hit that have good muscle. Like it's fine for now. Yeah, for now, look. For now, I want you to just continue with this until you get as lean as you want to be. Once you want to transition from fat loss to now just pure building muscle, then come talk to me, and then we could start saying, okay, let's get you in the gym now. But for now, you just keep doing what you're doing.
Gotcha. I'll catch up with you in about another month.
All right, David, keep up the good work.
Man, you have a good one. Hey, thank you for all your videos, man. I really love them, bro. I appreciate it.
I appreciate that. All right, we got a doctor. We got, he left. I follow you on Facebook. You changed my life, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Somebody said, let him talk, bro. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see. We've been live for about 90 minutes. Live for about 90 minutes. How important is your pace when walking? Well, I mean, it matters. It's not, walking is walking. The faster you walk, it's not that important. Just walk fast as you can. Which walking pad do you use? I don't even know the name of the brand of this, to be honest with you. Just get any one. They're all good. Anybody else want to come up? Does anybody else want to come up? Let's get into some Q&A before I go. Could you share that slide deck? Oh, yeah, I'll share it. I will share this slide deck. If you guys want to see this slide deck, if you want to get a copy of it, let me know if that'd be interesting to you, and I'll put it in my story or something in a few hours, and you guys will be able to get it. Matter of fact, I'm going to run this slide. I'm going to run my presentation back from the top. Okay. So if you just got here, you are in for a treat because I'm running my presentation back from the top. Let's get it on. I got you, King AZZQUA. I got you. I'll reach out to you after this, okay? So let's get into this presentation. All right, can everybody see this? Can we see it? Can we see it? Getting unstuck. Guys, I'm about to go through my presentation to help you break through fat loss plateaus. So if you've been trying to lose body fat and you hit a plateau and you're not certain why you can't lose weight, pay attention. I'm going to help you guys break past your fat loss plateaus and just help you speed up fat loss if that's what you want to do. Okay, number one, fat loss is 100% about eating less calories than we burn. There is no magic diet that we need to follow. If we are stuck, we just simply need to find a way to either eat less calories, burn more calories, or do both. So if we stuck, we just got to eat less calories, burn more calories, or do both. I'm going to give you guys some examples on how to actually do that. These are things that I've actually tried myself. So number one, I've tried fasting. I've tried fasting for 24 hours without eating, like the whole day, no eating. And in the past, I would do this for 1 day a week. Very helpful, very helpful. You literally will lose like a pound of body fat on that 1 day, especially if you're active. So for me, I was getting in 15,000 steps a day and not eating for the full day. So I was losing a pound of body fat that 1 day. That definitely helps you speed up fat loss. And the mental benefits of that is good as well too, because if I can go 24 hours without eating, really more like 36 hours, right? If I go a full day without eating food, it's very easy for me to not snack. Next, 1 meal a day. If you are struggling with being in a calorie deficit, you don't have as much discipline as you need, just try eating 1 meal a day. It's an easy way for you to be in a calorie deficit, right? If you want to lose weight quickly and you only want to eat 1,000 calories a day, you just skip breakfast, skip lunch, and just eat a big dinner. Make sure it's high in protein, but you can eat 1,000 calorie dinner, go to bed nice and full, wake up, do it again the next day. I've tried this as well too. It works. Next, how can we burn more calories now? Aim to get in 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day. So before I had a walking pad and a standing desk, I would wake up in the morning and do 90 minutes of walking every morning. And I would do 90 minutes of walking every single evening before bed. So in total, I was walking for at least 3 hours a day. If you want to lose weight and you have a sedentary job, you need to be getting in your steps. Now, You could just get a standing desk and a walking pad. This is literally what I'm on right now. I got my standing desk, I got the walking pad, so I'm able to work while I walk. I'm able to walk while I work. The walking pad is like $150. The standing desk is $150. An amazing investment. Matter of fact, I actually bought one of these for my clients. My last client that signed up, I bought her a standing desk just to make sure that she got her steps in. Now, we're going to talk about delaying instant gratification because all of these tactics are cool, but if you don't actually stick to it, it means nothing. So when you're trying to lose body fat, we must delay instant gratification. So let me make this real for you, right? Last night, I'm thinking I'm about to go to sleep and I am hungry, right? If I go to bed hungry now, in 2 days, I'll actually have a guilt-free meal that I can enjoy. So let me skip the snack for now. This way I can save up those calories and actually have a guilt-free cheat meal that I actually enjoy in a few days, okay? If I delay small pleasure now, I get a bigger pleasure later. If I delay a small pleasure now, I get a bigger pleasure later. This is me. This is my before and this is my after. Once again, you go out to go to sleep when you're hungry. If you go to bed hungry now and you sacrifice, you will get the 6-pack. If you make this sacrifice now in the future, you will get the 6-pack. If we delay the small pleasures now, we get the bigger pleasure later. Delay the small pleasure now to get the bigger pleasure later. This is my client. If he delayed the small pleasure now, delayed the instant gratification, he stuck to his meal plan even though it was hard, in 3 months, he got a much bigger pleasure. He delayed instant gratification to achieve greatness. He delayed instant gratification to get a bigger gratification later. Delay instant gratification. You might want to snack. You might want to cheat on your diet, but if you delay the instant gratification, you will achieve a bigger or you'll experience a greater gratification later. Next, let's talk about setting your fitness thermostat. When you set the thermostat in your home to 70 degrees, then your home will stay at 70 degrees no matter what. If you set the thermostat in your home to 70 degrees, then it will be 70 degrees in your home no matter what, right? If it gets, now we're going to talk about setting your fitness thermostat, right? When you set your fitness thermostat to whatever your goal is, let's say it's 190 pounds, then you will stay at 190 pounds no matter what. And this is just another way of saying your standard. If my standard is 190 pounds, lean, muscular, 6-pack, then I will stay there no matter what. So your home is set to 70 degrees. If it gets too hot in your home, it will cool down. If it gets too cold in your home, it will warm up. Same thing with fitness. If your standard is 190, if you get too fat, you will be intense and you will trim yourself down. But if your standard is not really that, your standard is 190, when you get down to 170, you're going to get comfortable and you're going to ease up and you're going to fatten yourself up until you get to 190. You're going to be relaxed. You're not going to diet as hard. You're going to take your foot off the gas. You're going to gain weight until you get back to 190 again. So when you lose weight, the reason why you lose weight and you gain the weight back is because you did not set a new standard, right? You did not create a new normal. You did not create a new identity for yourself fitness-wise. Yes, you were 260 pounds and you were disgusted, so you got all the way down to 160 pounds, but you were too comfortable. 160 didn't feel like you needed to be there. You got comfortable, so then you gained the weight back. This time, if you want the weight to stay off, you need to say, okay, I must get down to 160 and I must stay at 160 for me to be satisfied. If I gain a pound over 160, I must treat that 1 pound as if I gained 100 pounds. In the same way you got disgusted and angry and you did whatever you had to do to lose 100 pounds, that's going to be the same way you feel once you gain 1 pound over where you need to be. So do not get satisfied and set a new standard for yourself. Create a new standard for yourself. Then you will do whatever it takes to lose that weight. That's it. That's it for the presentation. Let's Let's flip this camera around. Okay, that's the presentation. Let me know if you guys like that, if it made any sense. What is the number one thing that you took away from it? Metabolic adaptation on your meat and veggie diet. So, to be honest with you, I've never met anybody who actually has had that happen. And like I've been coaching people for years. There are people who followed the diet, who've lost 100 pounds, 150 pounds, never seen any type of metabolic adaptation that has caused them to not lose weight. I've never seen it. Now, 210 grams of protein per day, it depends on the person. I do 210 grams of protein or a little bit more than that. That's because like I'm like over 200 pounds, right? And, I'm heavy, so I need more protein. Yeah. Now, if you are really concerned about that, just do a diet break once a week. Sorry, do a week-long diet break every 4 to 8 weeks. You didn't attend to any of my questions. I didn't see your question, so ask it again. No instant reward for future. No instant reward for future reward. 100%. Yeah, Meg, I didn't see your question. What do you think about seeds? Healthy seeds. Seeds are fine. What's your Thanksgiving plate going to look like? For Thanksgiving, I'm going to do, for the dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, I'll probably eat whatever I want, to be honest with you. But Thanksgiving breakfast is going to be a protein shake. Well, I might skip breakfast. Thanksgiving lunch is going to be chicken breast and veggies. Thanksgiving dinner, I'll probably eat whatever I want. I'm not going to be crazy, but there's no rule that I'll follow. If there was a rule that I would follow for Thanksgiving, it would be this. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to record this. I like this. If there was a rule that I would follow for Thanksgiving, it'd be this. I'm going to make sure on my Thanksgiving plate, I have a lean protein source. I have some vegetables, and then I'll just eat whatever else I want to eat on top of that. But I'm going to make sure I get in a healthy amount, a lot of protein and a lot of veggies. This way, one, I'm not even going to be that hungry for all the carbs and the extra stuff. And yes, I'll have a little bit of dessert. But like I said before, for my breakfast and lunch on Thanksgiving, it's either going to be something like a protein shake or some chicken and broccoli, or I might even skip those first few meals so I have more calories to spare for the main meal. So that's my strategy for Thanksgiving. Can I do home workouts and see results? Yes, you can. What oil should we make eggs in? Like olive oil. Is it bad if all I do is cardio? If you're trying to build muscle, then yeah. All right, everybody, I'm about to get out of here. Once again, if you want fitness coaching, like if you want a custom plan, if you want accountability, like the way I work as a coach is I give you the plan to follow, and we check in every single week to make sure that we are getting you to your goal. If you have any questions, your questions get answered, and you get the guidance and the accountability that you need in order to see real progress, right? If that's what you want, if you want fitness coaching, comment the word coach in the comment section, and I'll reach out to you afterwards. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to let you guys all comment, and then I'm out of here. Set a new standard. I love it. How much protein do I need for my weight? 136 grams of protein. All right, no more questions though. That's it. Okay, I'll do a few more. Yes, you can train while doing the fast. When I did my 24-hour fast, I would also train. Probably can't train as hard, but you can still train. Wow, you still in here? I appreciate you guys. You guys still in here. I love it. All right. That's it, everybody. I'm out of here. Yeah, Meg, I got you. I'll reach out to you, all right?